ブルマークの怪獣シリーズなのだ。
レーシングカーだ。
スピードコントローラーでぐんぐん走るミニカードライブゲームなのだ。
ブルブルブルブル。
お子様の夢を育てる
ブルマーク。こっちこっち。ゴジラが今日の待ってきてない。
やっぱりゴジラも京都が大好き。
I love 京都、京都銀行。
今新たな興奮が始まる。よみがえる熱きヒーローたち。超リアルな造形で完全再現。バンダイウルトラ怪獣シリーズ新登場。
Today on Collectible Monsters, we are looking back at 2024 with some regrets and forward to 25 with some hopes. It all starts now. Ikimashou! Why, hello, and welcome to episode 60 of Collect All Monsters. I am Kyle, previous host of the Kaijucast. Don't even know I'm bringing that up anymore. Current host, along with these four beautiful people of the Collect All Monsters show, and we are here to talk about collectibles for the Kaiju side of life. And we are definitely going to kick things off with our regular segment in just a second. But I want to say it's great to have everybody here again. We're going to have a big show for you today where we're talking about our regrets and our hopes. So our regrets from what happened or we didn't get in 2024 and what we hope to see or hope to get in 2025. But of course, we have our regular show where we got news we're talking about. We're going to have our collector moment later on. And of course, we kick things off with our very first and always interesting intro with Show and Tell. And of course, we're going to go right into the North Carolina area with Mr. Leslie Chambers. What's up, buddy?
How y'all doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Because again, the weather here is like you think Baragon is outside having a conversation with Shimo. It is cold. It is cold on the East Coast here. Yes, down in North Carolina. I'm sure John can feel it in Philly.
Oh, heck yeah.
I don't know about the rest of the crew. I don't know about the rest of them, but you know what? Even though it's cold outside, we're here to give you a warm, bright show. The first show of 2025. We made it to 2024, and now we're on to a brand new year. So many great things to look forward to, ladies and gentlemen. Anguirus turns 70. Baragon turns 60. Monster Zero turns 60. Titanosaurus turns 50. Destroyer turns 30. There's so much.
30 years ago.
He's younger than me. He's younger than I am.
Wow. Oh, I forgot two more people. David turns 60, and Gamera turns 60.
Oh,
lots to look forward to. You know what? I wish I would look good as you when I turn 60, but I know I ain't got no shot in hell in that.
Right?
I don't.
Wait, Jonathan, was that for his statement or for me turning 60? You better watch it. It's a good thing you're not here because I'd give you one of these. Yeah.
No, but seriously, we're off to a great year, and we got so much to look forward to. so many commentaries, so many discussions, so many supplemental videos that we got planned for you fine folks. And also on a personal note, November is going down. Sandra and I will be partying up in Japan with Kyle. Yes. I know after the 2-week mark and I'm still there, Kyle's gonna be like, "You going home anytime soon?" Just saying. Nah.
It will be epic. It will be epic.
Oh yes, I'm gonna make it epic. Oh, absolutely. They're gonna know about me. I'm saying
Japan will never be the same.
Will never be the same.
Japan's
Never be the same. The second coming of Gyra, if you know what I'm talking about. But again, so much to look forward to. And again, thank you so much for everybody for being here on this new awesome episode of Collectible Monsters. And because I'm going to Japan, a lot of my show and tells are not going to be as epic as they were in the past. I'm going to have to skip out on a few things, but you know what? That is fine because I want to make this Japan trip so special, and I don't want to go there eating ramen the whole time while I'm there. So I don't.
But ramen's different. Ramen's different over here.
I would be thrilled to eat ramen.
Penny ramen.
It's good. Honestly, it's good. Trust me.
It's good.
Trust him.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the real deal. It's like it's pennies for the Japanese yen to American dollar conversion.
Yeah.
But yeah, like generally speaking, like in America, if you were going to go get like a real bowl of ramen, you'd probably pay like $15 to $20 to $25 to sometimes $30. And here in Japan, that's like
$7
the
or $8,
premiumest of ramens is like in the $20 range. So yeah, I'll take you to some good ramen where you only have to pay like 700, 800 yen, and it's still an amazing bowl. But yeah, ramen's good here. That's the land of ramen. But also, I got all sorts of places I can't wait to take you, man. I'm so glad you guys are coming this year.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we're actually planning to hook up with John so we can fly over there together. So you're gonna get basically all three of us at the same time.
Oh, so, that's so cool.
Can I say something?
I
got up this morning with Odo Island on my mind. It would be awesome if we could all just take a trip back in time. I'm just saying.
That's the way to get me over there.
Which one is the Odo Island for -1 or the Odo Island for 54? Because the Odo Island -1, you're going by your damn self. I'm not going. I'm sorry. I'm not doing
We could do both. Well, they're all in the same direction. We could do this.
Okay.
But they're long trips, but they're great trips. I was thinking about that. Like, that would be awesome if we all.
John, you're making me jealous, man.
We'll plan something.
I want to come now
we should
too.
do this.
I mean,
plan
Odo
something.
Island, that's like going to the mothership.
Right? Stay in the hotel that oversees the beach where Godzilla departs. Like,
I want to sleep. I'll sleep in a damn tent like Freeman Burr did.
Yeah,
we should do this
in the wind and the rain. I'll do that if I go.
Yeah, we should do this. But I better not see anybody wear those samurai outfits and do the dance. If they do that, I'm gone. I'm out of here.
Can you go to the hell that he peeks over?
No, I can read the room.
That's what I'm
all right,
referring to.
all right. You know what? Stop talking about it. You're making me really jealous right now. So stop. You don't want to get me in a bad mood for the show. Thank you.
I'm sorry. I won't talk about. Okay, I won't talk about going to Japan for the first time. I'm sorry about that.
No, I'm talking about John. I'm talking about John Ruffin, not you.
No, it's cool. It's cool. But moving on. Speaking of Sandra, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to Brett Mullen. I'm sure you heard his name on our group. He's like the Akamatenshi guy because like every time Akamatenshi comes out with something, he's always showing it, and I don't know how he gets them. I mean, I know.
That's awesome.
God Almighty. Okay, I'll build up to it. But anyways, Brett Mullen is not only a great, awesome collector of Godzilla collectibles, he also runs his own video production company called Red Nebula TV. He has a website, rednebulatv.com. And he actually is not too far away from me. I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina. He's in Greensboro, which is like an hour and some change. And he wanted to do this project with me and Sandra where he basically do a collector spotlight like what we do here on Collectible Monsters, And he came over here, I want to say in August of last year. And he was here pretty much the whole day, really, and shot some stuff. And he actually has uploaded that video on his YouTube channel called Kaijubi, Kaijubi, and it's the first video where he's doing spotlight, and we're on the first video, the chambers, myself as well as Sandra. Kyle, I got some photographs. You can fire them up for me, and I'll talk about them. But yeah, Brett is an amazing guy, and he did a wonderful job. Now, when he approached me about this project, I did not know that he ran a video production company. Like, his clients are legit. His clients, he was doing work with the NFL, McDonald's, Air Jordan, ESPN. So when he showed up, I expected him to do like just an iPhone, a couple of lights and whatever. This dude shows up in a van with so much video equipment and lighting equipment. And I was like, what in the world? And he had those clicker things like they have in Hollywood productions where it's like,
the
take one. Yeah.
Yeah, the clappers.
Yeah, he had all that. And
hey,
Awesome.
Leslie, look at that figure that you featured. I mean, how cool is that? I love that.
Yeah.
Loving that.
You know I had to do that. One of my favorite, if not my favorite piece of my collection. So I had to show that.
Wow.
But yeah, I had some more photographs, Kyle. But yeah, he came up here and of course this photograph, you know,
there we are.
I had to include y'all in this project because even when I do things outside of Collect All Monsters, I have to bring y'all with me because that's what family do.
Love it.
And I had to include y'all in some way, shape, or form. So thanks for y'all cameo on the video. I appreciate it.
Yes.
You know,
never gonna live that down ever.
And of course, you got Sandra there. Awesome. Wow. If you saw the previous video, if you go back to the previous photograph, you see right there, he did such a great job. You see the GMK right there in the corner? It's like that was like a signature thing. You know, Sandra loves GMK. Whenever the screen was on me, I had the 64 in the corner. So he did like a great job with the production, and he brought so much of his equipment up here and some really bright lights to the point I thought Jesus walked in the room. That's how, like, look at that. I was like,
awesome.
Oh my God.
I've never seen that angle before. I've never seen that angle before. That's dope.
Yeah. And he brought his Akuma Tenchi Godzilla, the 95 Godzilla. And Brett almost had to wrestle that thing at the house because Sandra wanted it so bad. That almost made me a believer.
Amazing.
Absolutely.
So nice.
Sandra looks so good, by the way. She looks fantastic.
Yeah, she does.
Yes.
Like,
Thank
wow.
you. But that one almost converted me, y'all. I was like, oh,
what?
It almost got me.
Wow.
So wait a minute.
You heard it today. Wait, what's today's date? What's today's date?
Right.
We got to get Leslie an Akuma then.
Yeah, exactly.
It almost got me.
When's it gonna be? Which one?
Mark it, dude. January 18th.
January 18th. This is a momentous occasion. It's like when if I ever buy like a MonsterVerse thing, that'll be a momentous occasion. Don't hold your breath.
For real, guys. For real. I was like, wow, this Fubu thing is not as bad as I thought it was. Having that thing in person and Akuma Tenchi in person, I was like, wow. Then he told me the price, and I was like, okay, I'll see y'all later.
Yeah.
The price is real.
No,
yeah, but they're nice though, aren't they?
They're beautiful. Just wait, I got something to show you later.
Yeah. So, but again, I had to showcase, John, my brother, all of y'all, Kyle, Christine, David, everybody, Ryan, to show my love to Collect All Monsters. And if you watch the video, I do have the Collect All Monsters shirt because I'm always representing the brand wherever I go. Because like I said, when I go up, I bring y'all with me. That's how we do. But please check out that video. Kaiju
it's great.
is on YouTube.
Totally awesome.
And he's also open to doing more of these spotlight videos with collectors in the community. So if you want to be part of this awesome endeavor or project, hit up Brett Mullen on Facebook, BRETT Mullen, or you can hit him up on his email. It is Brett@rednebula.tv. Brett@rednebula.tv. And you never know, you may be on a collector spotlight to help beef up his channel. And the cool thing about that is not only was it a great honor to be a part of this project, but it's really no different to what David Dopko does with his model kit artistry. It's no different to what John Ruffin does with his photography. It's no different to what John Bellotti Jr. Bob Elgerton do with their artwork. It's no different than what Octeel does with his Sofubi Curations. It's no different than what Kyle did with the Kaijucast with those awesome commentaries. It's fans giving back to the fans, and that is an awesome thing. You know what I'm saying?
Love it. I love it.
So again, thank you so much. Please check it out. And one last thing before I go, before I get off of that and get to my one show and tell, figure wise, if you watch the video, I do kind of make a little dig at Safubi by saying, yes, I'm into realistic. The Safubi is not my thing. And then when they cut to Sandra, like the very next shot, she was like, I'm
that was so
Leslie.
funny.
I love Safubi. Don't get that twisted. So
the glitter, yeah, Sandra.
Yeah,
right,
so
girl.
she had to get a little dig. You know what? That's fine, because that's how we roll in this house. So again, thank you to Sandra. Thank you to my crew here. Thank you to Brett Mullen. Really do appreciate it. And I hope you check it out whenever you get a chance. Now, the one and only figure I got for myself that I want to show right now is, of course, the X Plus favorite products line of the Odo Island.
Awesome. Oh, you got it.
Wait, there's another regret. I got a second regret now.
Wow,
okay. That's awesome. That looks great. It's big.
It's a 25 centimeter, but it is sizable.
Bigger.
You know. Again, I make no bones about the fact that I actually prefer this Godzilla over the other -1 in the movie. I found this Godzilla to be more intimidating, more ferocious, more vicious, you know, and I've always wanted a proper representation of it. Now, I know for the longest time, because this is from an Omega Beast sculpt, and I've not been too kind to Omega Beast, and I still stand by the fact that a lot of the sculpts don't really appeal to me because they are stylized to a certain degree. But this one, to me, looks dead on with the monster in the film.
Really?
You know, and you know, it has like little cuts here, you know, whatever. Which is, if that is true, and that was on the monster, because remember, we don't really get to see the cuts because it's in a darkened environment. I think that the monster did this. So hopefully Yamazaki will expand on why he's got all these cuts. I'm just saying.
Fighting somebody.
Yeah, and also comes with this awesome fish base right here. With the fish popping out, and you know,
nice.
The deep sea fish.
Deep sea fish, you know. So it's really, really awesome, and
I love
that's
it.
the only one thing I'm going to do on my show and tell. Now, before we do, but before I pass it on to David, let's do a quick ranking right now. These are all the proper scale X Plus figures of Yamazaki's Godzilla. You have the Odo Island in the front from the favorite products line. You got the 30 centimeter on the left of the bigger -1, and you have the ride on the right. Let's do a ranking. How would you rank them based on the figures here? How would you rank them from your least favorite to your most favorite, or vice versa? Kyle, start first. How would you rank them?
I mean, I think I don't know if I've ever thought about that. I would say that top of the dome, I would say -1, followed by the Odo Island, followed by the ride.
David, what about you?
I'm going to keep it real simple and agree 100% with my friend Kyle.
Christine, what about you?
I'm going to go the X Plus, like the movie -1, then ride, and then Odo Island.
Okay. John, what about you?
I'm going in reverse. The ride, Godzillasaurus, -1.
For me, that's interesting. We all have some different takes. For me, I would go with the Odo Island, then -1, and then the ride. Either way, they're all awesome. So you got
yeah, they are.
So you got a spur of the moment collect all monsters ranking here. Once you pipe down in the comment section, how would you rank them? Is the ride the best? Is it -1 the best? Is the Odo Island one the best? It doesn't matter. But again, if you can find one of these, I highly suggest you get it, because this thing is absolutely amazing. It is amazing. It is amazing. So again, thank you so much for being here, ladies and gentlemen, on this awesome edition of Collect All Monsters, the first on the year of 2025. Now I'm gonna kick it down to my main man down in Southern California, the one and the only David Eric.co. What's going on, David?
Hey, Leslie. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. Happy New Year to everybody. I hope your 2025 is off to a great start with many awesome box days to come. So before I get started, I just want to ask you guys if I could show, I know we're only supposed to show 3 show and tells, but I have an extra one today. Is there any way I can show it? It's not that big a deal, but I really want to show it off. Is that cool?
Definitely cool, man.
Okay. All right. So here it is.
Hey!
Mr. JP.
Woo!
And I'm like, it is a big deal. I'm so happy to have him here. We're happy to have him and his wife here visiting us in the desert. So
mint in cap.
Okay.
He's
Who's
going
flying
back.
the plane?
Okay. Who's flying the plane? Oh my God. All right. Let's get serious up in here. Okay. So, show it and tell. So I'm going to first show off something that I wasn't supposed to buy because we did that stream where we were selling items. Our garage sale.
Sure.
And instead, I actually bought something from another collector, and I don't think I showed it last time. If I did, you're seeing it again. Whatever. It's the Knott's Shin
Oh,
Ultraman.
nice.
Awesome.
I'm not sure if I showed that last time, but it's great.
I think so.
He's really big, and
Wow.
I couldn't resist it. This is from our good friend Ryan Wilhelm, and
Ryan.
it's just
Ryan brought so much good stuff to that stream. I was like, dude.
it's
wow.
like, yeah, you're
I
not
don't really
supposed to
usually care about stealing thunder, but whoa, what a
Yeah,
thunder
exactly. but I had to have one Sofubi representation of the Shin Ultraman. I think this is a great one. It's made by Knott's, by the way, and I don't really know the scale, but he's looks like he's about 12 or 13 inches tall. He's pretty big. So
tall.
he's taller than your average Sofubi, but he's pretty awesome. So thank you, Ryan. I still love him. He's goes on the top shelf. Not just because he's awesome, because he won't fit on the other shelf. So there's that. Let's see. All right. So Leslie, I've got something to show you, and
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
this is of course the Akuma Tenshi Desu Goji.
Okay.
And it's called the Sierra Flame. I might have that wrong. The Sierra something version, and it's just loaded with glitter. I don't know if you can see it from here. It is a glitter bomb, and it's very similar to the one that Sandra was holding, Leslie. It's a little bit different. He doesn't have the gold on top like the other one did, but it's essentially the same one. Look at those dorsal plates.
Oh my God.
I mean,
Epic.
it is just amazing. And of course, this is based off of the Marmot, the ever popular Marmot Desu Goji.
That's right.
He takes it a step further, and the sculpt, it's almost verging on the line of realism. It's just absolutely phenomenal. And now I have two, and I think I'm good. I don't think I need any more. I have a glowy and I have a standard, glitter, not really standard, but it's just amazing. And I suggest that you follow Akuma Tenshi on Instagram, because he posts every couple of weeks. He'll post a new one that's up for grabs. So please check it out. He's a really nice guy. He does some beautiful work. And again, I am so stoked to have this. And I can understand, if you see this in person, you'll understand why Leslie was almost converted by this guy, because it's just that great. It's
super hefty, big figure too.
Super hefty, super heavy, and again, the glitter is just.
Oh my God! Look,
I mean, the vinyl is glitter. It's glitter vinyl that's painted over, so it's not just glitter in the vinyl. So, and the
I love all the people that are like, Leslie needs this.
Yeah, he doesn't.
You have to try to sell it too hard.
He's not getting this one, so whatever.
Yeah.
All right. The giant size ones he did.
Oh, you have a giant size one?
No, I want to get one.
Talk about pricey.
Yeah.
I know. I gotta save up for that, but.
All right, so the pièce de résistance, the icing on the cake, something that I've wanted ever since I saw it announced about a year ago, maybe over a year ago. And thank you so much to our own Christine Chapin for not only alerting me to its availability, to giving me an assist in actually purchasing this. And of course, I'm talking about the most whimsical Aranraku Ansaku figure ever made.
Awesome.
It is
cute.
Dr. Yamane, I can't remember the name, Dr. Ramani's Discovery, Odo Island, something. It's amazing. And the icing on the cake, even more so, is the little, not so little trail hill that Godzilla peers his head over, just like, in the movie, and looks around. And it's just phenomenal. So Christine, thank you so much for the assist.
You're welcome.
It's awesome. It's big. It's pretty proportionate. Sometimes on Raku Ansaku figures tend to be disproportionate. The heads are like way too big for the bodies. This one's actually a little bit more proportionate. And I I was telling Keith when I first saw this, it looks like as if Studio Ghibli would do a Godzilla. Can you see that? Like, I could see this translating into that style of animation. You know, hint, 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 hint. Put that out in the universe. But again, Christine, this is so great. I'm so happy to have it, and I'm glad that my patience paid off. I mean, I didn't really have any choice, but they paid off, and I eventually got them. So I much appreciate it. I love it. It's now one of my favorite figures in my collection. So,
phenomenal.
Warning: it is a shelf hog. Big shelf hog. So anyway, again, top shelf, just because he doesn't fit anywhere else properly. So that's pretty much all I got. So I'm gonna pass it down to Christine Chapin Christine Chapin in Northern California. And again, thank you so much. What do you got for us?
Oh, you're welcome. Well, Happy New Year. These Kaiju dreams come true this year. You get all the stuff you want. And I can't wait to see what kind of awesome goodies we're going to have. And then amazing episodes and supplements we'll have this year for you. So it's going to be fun. Wow, so I got some great stuff recently. First, I'm going to show off, though, my Christmas present that Joe got. Well, technically, I picked it up, but Joe paid for it. But, yeah!
Oh, no, awesome.
Secret base.
Wow.
Amazing for this one. Of course, blue, because, surprise, surprise. I love blue, if you couldn't tell. But, so this is the smaller one. This is the 12-inch one. So now I'm on the hunt for the large version, but this was a collaboration with, I think, Puma as well. I know the Godzilla store had some, but they were different colorways, but I was really after the blue one. Popped up on Mandarake for a really good price, and yeah, this is my Christmas present, and I love it.
Is he wearing a onesie?
And I haven't. So there's what?
He's wearing a leotard.
Maybe it's his little baby Godzilla suit. But
all the single ladies.
Somebody had asked in one of the groups if.
Sorry.
If there's because you can see the Mecha Godzilla head inside you, right?
It's great.
Whatever.
That's awesome.
And somebody asked this, and I hadn't thought about it. Is there an actual Mecha Godzilla sculpt, full sculpt inside of this?
Is there?
I don't know.
Let's find out.
Grab the hairdryer.
Grab the hairdryer. Get out the hairdryer.
I don't know, unless it's just his arms, almost just a separate piece.
Here we go. Christine, pass him over.
I don't know. I know that. Somebody else can put it on there. So I was really excited about that. Oh, my second pickup. This came from my really good friend down in Florida. We did a trade. I got the illustrated Godzilla by Marmot.
That's pretty hard to find.
Awesome.
Yes, and so this is based on the art by Shigeru Komatsuzaki. He was a famous science fiction illustrator. He did stuff for Star Wars, Thunderbirds, I think Metal Gear Solid, and a bunch of I think Atragon too, and the Mysterians. He had a bunch of ships and stuff. But I've wanted this for such a long time, and Carlton had this, so I did a trade with him, and now here he is on my shelf. I'm so happy. It's so pretty in person, so I love the pop of pink, and he glows in the dark too, which is awesome.
Better.
Always a plus. Always a plus.
Yeah. And this last one, oh my gosh, I can't even believe it. So I love Toygraph, and they're kind of hard to come by at a decent price now. But somebody posted a picture of one in the group. Was it for sale, possibly? And it was. So I made an offer. They accepted it. Oh!
Awesome.
Oh, wow. Oh, he's got a heart on his chest. What?
A heart. I know.
What?
I was going to say, maybe I should save it for Valentine's Day. But so kind of funny, the guy who sold his name is Danny Miller. Not the OG Dan Miller, but I'm you know what? Are they related? Because both of them have given me amazing pieces for my collection. So thank you so much, Danny. I absolutely love it, and he definitely has a front and center spot on my collection. I just can't get over the heart spray.
It's fierce.
I think this was a
Very
2007 cool. Wonderfest edition, but
I've never even seen that one before.
I've been looking for it so hard to find, and I've been kind of frustrated lately because there's Toygraphs that pop up, on Yahoo Japan. Some that I still don't have, and I try to bid on them, but they just go insane. Press, And then this one came up, and I was like, "Oh God, thank you, Donnie, for like a decent price." So very excited. I love my toy graphs.
Congrats. That's cool.
Yes.
So this has been a good month toy wise for me. So all right, John, I know you always got some goodies over there in Pennsylvania.
Not that many.
What kind of stuff you got for us?
I'm still recovering from Japan, but so I'm taking it slow. It's good to be with you guys. Another show, another month. Happy New Year's to everybody. It's cold, like Leslie said, here on the East Coast, freezing. Got some snow tomorrow for the big game. I have a little bit to show and then something to tell, and it's kind of cool. So when I saw it, I had to get it. Real simple, and a little difficult to come by because everybody's not. You can't buy. Well, if you can find it and buy it, nothing deep. But I just love the packaging, especially. You've probably seen it already. The Godzilla coins, the minted coins from the Japan Mint.
No, I've never seen those.
Oh.
Yeah, somebody just posted those in the group.
Yes, I think it was.
So cool.
Right. Yes. Okay.
So what's cool? This was what did they call it? The proof set, and this is the one I wanted because it features 1954 on the.
Oh, nice.
Let me show you. They're beautiful. Let me just. Sorry to get
interesting.
Wow.
That's great.
I remember seeing it somewhere online, but I couldn't figure out how to order it.
They're beautiful, but
cool.
I really love the design of the graphics.
The packet is great.
The packaging is great.
Yeah.
And on the reverse, just some great stuff. Really beautifully done. Really love. This is my favorite side.
Very whimsical.
Very much so.
Very
now, these next two items are serious regrets. One is a 5-year regret that it's not a regret now that I have it. I got it finally. And it wasn't because I didn't try. It's just hard to come by. It was sold out and just never could find it. Maybe some of you have, but I love it. Came maybe a week or so ago. You'll remember these because these are from Godzilla's 65th anniversary. It's just the bookends.
Oh,
those are great. Oh, John, those
great.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Love that.
Perfect for the books.
Right?
I've been searching for these for a long time, and they popped up on Buyee. So it was like, oh, buy this, buy me.
Damn. Well, for all your books, John, you need 800 pairs of those.
I know.
This will just be for those certain. Well, with the anniversary, 30-year anniversary.
Got it.
Like,
there you go.
Those are so cool. So well done, too.
Perfect. Now, this item was going to be a regret. It was a serious regret. And I couldn't get it because I was laying up in the bed in Japan, miserable.
Right.
And I saw, and one of us already has one. And it was like, when I saw it, it was like, oh, I'm not letting this one go. And as soon as you see it,
yeah, I don't have it. There's a sad story that I actually never did. I'll tell you. I can't say now, but I'll tell you why. I did not. It's a long story. I don't have it. So you do have you have.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I know. Do you want me to build it for you?
Yeah. For that fee.
Is it resin? It's resin, isn't it?
So,
okay,
but it's very simple.
Okay.
No, I mean, in terms of
I'm just worried about the shipping aspect of it.
The surprise. I got this on Mandarake. It popped up like I guess a week or so ago.
Really?
Damn.
I couldn't believe it, and I was going to press the button. Then I thought about shipping, just like you just mentioned.
Oh.
And so what I did is said, hold it. Mandarake also lists on Buyee, and I could just have it shipped to the warehouse. So I went and found it, and it was there, and it was Mandarake, and then I just got
that's
it,
awesome.
Nice.
I'm so happy
showed up in the warehouse. I shipped it. I think I shipped this for 20 bucks. So it's a small box.
Wow.
Very light. Yeah,
that is so cool.
Oh,
now, John, I understand why when we were talking off camera, you said I have Odo Island on the mind. I'm like,
yes, the Kaguda.
That's cool.
Fantastic. Congrats. That's phenomenal.
Oh, I'm so disappointed you don't have it. I'm like,
I do not have it, and I'll tell you why, but it's kind of a sad story. But
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
With that said, the last thing I will share that caught me by surprise was not a show, but a tell. I was searching, doing a Godzilla search, and found out that my box art was featured in an article on Mono Magazine Web. They had a whole article,
Wow.
and I didn't know the backstory of the new TMK Toho Monsters kit series. It's an idea from one of the members of the Godzilla Room. They wanted to do these kits again, so he did this article. Mono Magazine is one of my favorite Japanese magazines. I used to always pick up a copy, from Kinokuniya in Edgewater. So it showed up in November that they got this nice write-up about it, etc. Yeah, and I'm hoping it's in print as well, so it might be in the magazine. So I'm searching for back orders.
Oh, that would be
That's
cool.
great.
Great.
Congratulations. That's fantastic.
Oh my gosh, yeah, congrats, John.
Well
That's really
deserved.
exciting.
Well deserved.
Yeah, bless you. And that's it for me. Kyle, what you got to show?
All right. Well, first up, I am super glad we're all here again. Kicking off this new year.
Yeah.
And I agree. 2025, we got a lot of
team.
cool stuff coming up this year. I've already started a list, not collectible wise, but collector wise, of people who have said they're coming to visit Japan. So, Leslie, I can't wait to put you down there on the list. John, you as well, of course. And if David, I know you're going to come back eventually.
For sure.
Eventually, you're going to recover from your house.
Yeah.
And Christine, that just leaves you.
I know. I need to go. Well, I was going to come in, kicking you out.
Well, you're all welcome to come and hang out. I love.
Helmy's always in Japan.
What? Helmy's going to come to Japan?
Helmy's coming? Wait, what a shock!
Wow, mind blown.
I mean, you're not there now, or in the air?
He's flying there right now.
Exactly, Mr. Takarada. I don't approve either.
I'm so sick of him. I'm so sick of him.
It's all in love, Helmy. We love you. That's all there is to it.
It's very true.
Yeah.
Okay, so I actually don't have. I thought I was going to have some stuff to show, some additional stuff to show for show and tell, but I'm winding it back to 2024 with my final 2 items that I got. I did show these off on Instagram, but just a little teeny tiny backstory. One of my favorite Ultra Kaiju is not from the first 2 Ultra Q or Ultraman series. It's actually from Ultraman Ace, and it's Vakuum, which this is Omar. It's not retro. It's actually like a new release Vakuum, and they made several versions of this color wise. And I can't remember where this was originally for sale, but basically I kept seeing this purple version and I was like, oh, I want to get that. And then I would like turn around to get it and it would be sold. So there were some other color versions that I didn't like as much. But this one, a lady Kyle and I went to Mandarake Koku in Akihabara. Is that where that is? Yeah, Akihabara. And they had this on the shelf, and she was like, "Why are you not getting that?" I remember you talking about how you wanted the purple one. She's awesome, and so I picked this up. This one was I thought this one was going to be my last purchase of 2025, but I have been entering some lotteries, and I have this really, really cool thing to show off. This lottery came from a company I'd never heard of before called Minds Toys. And they made, I like yokai. There's like a bunch of yokai right over this shoulder here. They made a yokai house.
Oh, wow.
And it is so,
that's fantastic.
So cool.
Love that.
The lanterns.
Oh,
That's awesome.
the lantern.
The little Chochinobake little lantern goes.
I need to have that. That's fantastic.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Oh, he's got multi-faces.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay,
so
that is one of the
cool.
coolest things I've ever seen. I love that.
Yeah, and I love these things, man. They're just like unexpected treats that I found online. Like this is the perfect example. I don't even know how I saw this thing. Because I wasn't following them, and I think I was following someone else that said something about it. But yeah, that's
Wow.
I would say the positive takeaway from Instagram and social media is my collection has
Right?
really beefed up since I've moved here to Japan. But yeah, this yokai house
As one would
is
think.
so cool.
That's so cool.
I love this thing.
Yeah,
That's
that
great.
is-
I love it. Fantastic.
I love the teeth,
Anyway,
which is great.
that's my show and tell. But the last thing I wanted to mention is that this came out a long time ago, obviously, but if you guys remember, we did these Kamagon figures sculpted by Alex Merdich.
So cute.
And this is the original one we released. And I think that one had an edition of only 25. And then we came out with a second version, which is a glow in the dark version.
Yes.
I love that one.
This,
I love that
this
one.
version was a edition of, I think, originally we had 20 of them at G Fest.
Oh, right.
And now what we were supposed to have is I think we were supposed to have 50 of them, but the mold gave out. So Alex was able to finish up the rest of the sculpt, the rest of the production line. So we have 20 of these glow in the dark versions currently in sort of in pre-order status. Like, if basically what we're doing is we're announcing that they're going to be for sale now because we only have 20 of them. What we're going to do is we're going to post on the group when they're ready. And that's in the Facebook group. If you're not part of the Facebook group or not on Facebook and you're really interested in getting one of these, I believe I'd have to go back to my messages with Christine, but basically I think the cost for these guys is $45 and then $15 shipping in the US. They are going to be available soon. We have to get the materials for the header cards, the bags, and everything to really finish them off. But yeah, those will be coming soon, and Christine's going to be doing the fulfillment for us in America, so you don't have to worry about shipping from Japan or anything like that.
I got you.
But yeah, so Kamagon 2.5 is coming soon. If you didn't get it at G Fest in 2022, 22, right? When did I go?
It was 23. 23, wasn't it?
23? Okay. Yeah. If you didn't get that, because it was the last time I was at G Fest. If you didn't get it then, this is your last opportunity to get this. They will not be made again because, like I said, the mold is trashed. And, we're going to be moving on from that. Actually, I need to talk with my co-hosts about merchandise at some point soon because I got some ideas, and Jonathan and I were talking about stuff, and yeah, the wheels are rolling right now. But Kamagon figure wise, once again, let me show this guy off. Header artwork collab, I guess you could say, between me and John Bellotti. And then
we're on the back.
Sculpted by Alex Merdich. And yeah, we should be finishing up the production for the materials very soon, and then they'll be available. So
that's what's up.
Let's say if you're interested in getting one now, you're not in the Facebook group, shoot me a message, shoot me an email, kyle.yount@gmail.com, and we'll get it going on. So that's going to do it for my show and tell, right? Got my notes. Yep, that's it. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to head over to our chat room here. We got 39 people watching live right now. Thank you for being here. And as usual, we're going to highlight you all because we love you so much. And Leslie's going to do the reading, and our producer Jonathan's going to do the clicking back on the behind the scenes, I think.
All right, let's fly through this. Again, thank you to everybody that's watching. Let's say Johnny K, as always, Michael Hang, Collect All Monsters, and those overrated jokers. Let's see who else.
How dare they?
Hail Me. Again, I'm sick of him. I really am. Alex Sawyer, Ray2D2.
What's up, Alex?
Super Mario Zilla, Larry Latham, Robert, Tim Bartos, Robert DeCenzo, Butchzilla 93. Let's see.
New people.
Rated M, Kaiju, that's Brett Mullen. Again, hit him up if you want to be a part of it. I highly recommend it.
Hey, bro.
I have never looked that professional. I like when I saw that, I was like, that's me? That's my collection? I'm serious. He'll bring those lights in and your collection will look like a completely different collection. It'll blow your mind. Seriously. It was so bright, Jesus walked in the room. It was like, oh. John McCoy, Greg Better. What's up, Greg? What's going on? Mark Rodriguez, Nathaniel Plummer. Let's see, Jim Gala or Gala. Let's see, the Gregzilla. Let's see who else. Space Beast. What's up, Space Beast? Man, there's a lot of people in here. I think I said Nathaniel Plummer. Let's see who else. Fancies of Cats, as always. Renee Cortez, GMK Lover. What's up, babe?
November.
Who might that be? Who might that be?
Who is that?
Okay.
Should be in Japan. Should be in Japan November. Can't wait. Let's see. Alois Feldman. I'm sorry if I killed it. I really am. Let's see who else. And that is it.
Oh wait, you forgot Alex and Charles.
Oh yeah.
Yep, Alex and Charles.
Alex and Charles. Sorry.
That's okay. Don't forget Calvin Wan.
Calvin Wan.
Y'all keep popping up in here.
I suck. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
But again, thank y'all for being here.
Really first timer. You got a first timer.
Hey, thank you.
Yokoso.
Hope it won't be your last.
Thanks, Renee.
Yeah. You're in for a wild ride with Collectible Monsters. You made the right choice coming here. We always have fun here. We always try to keep the laughs and positivity going in this crazy world of ours.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things in life are not certain, but Collectible Monsters is certain. So thank you. We love to have you. Am I right? Can I get an amen on that? Can I get an amen on that?
Amen up in here.
All right.
Watch for that lightning.
There you go.
All right, let's bring out the news items with our Kaiju collectible news segments. We always do. And we're just going to keep Leslie highlighted there as our first news item delivery mechanism.
Oh yeah. And my first news item is of course covering a monster or an incarnation of the Kingdom of Monsters that doesn't get a lot of love, in my opinion. It's a Heisei monster. Christine, I know you're gonna feel me on this, but my favorite new resin model kit company, Galloping Ghost Kaiju Kobo. You've seen lots of kits that I've showcased here on the channel, mostly from Final Wars. Final Wars Anguirus, Final Wars King Caesar, Hedra, Zilla. I'm sorry, David, but those great kits. He's also done other kits like the 1972 Godzilla. I got that. And just lots of great kits. But now we're finally getting a 30 centimeter resin model kit of. Might as well say he was the prince of the monsters, not king, but Godzilla Source from 1991's Godzilla versus King Ghidorah.
I didn't know that was happening.
Yeah.
Oh, it's happening, baby. It's happening. Look at that.
Dang, that looks good too.
Looks great.
Oh, he's just a baby.
And guess who's sculpting this?
Baby.
Guess who's sculpting this?
He's killing
Monster
our
Rage.
boys.
Monster Rage is sculpting this. Monster Rage, who made that awesome Monsterverse big giant kit of the Monsterverse Rodan 2019. They're doing this kit, and I can't wait for it to come out. It should be coming out in probably the next couple months.
What's the scale?
30 centimeter. It's 30 centimeters.
Big.
Man,
Wow.
X plus that's a snap.
Good size.
All right.
So when I get the kit, Kyle, I sent you one photograph with this and something else in it. When I get the kit, I'm gonna put this one with this figure. You got it, Kyle?
Yeah, a second. Hang on. Where you sent me that today?
Yeah, just now in your messenger.
All right. Well, keep rolling there with your chatter because I'm waiting for it to load right now.
Okay,
That's awesome. It's
All
long
right.
overdue. Long
Yeah,
overdue.
that's-
There it is. There it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
totally.
I got it.
Under
And I hope
100%.
X Plus does this now. That'd be
Especially
nice.
with.
If not,
My
just get
son
you.
got
If
those
not,
stuff.
if not, Christine, just get you the kit and have either David or Greg build it and paint it for you. Because
Is it a vinyl kit though?
No, it's resin.
See,
It's
that's what
resin.
kind of scares me.
Mhm.
Those are the
And
heavy
you know what?
ones, right? They're heavy and they kind of break. I do have like a little mini Biolane resin kit, and it's so like brittle and tiny. I'm afraid to touch it.
That's
Nope.
the thing.
Not going to ship it. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Perfect.
there you
Yeah,
go.
it'll be
Yeah.
perfect together.
And
my
that's what I'm going to do
God.
with mine. Because
Yeah.
to me, the '89 gigantic Godzilla, he looks more like the '91 to me than the '89.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm not saying it to be as a slight to the '89, but this figure looks more
Similar.
like a '91 to me. So when I get this model kit of the Godzillasaurus, I'm going to put him up against the big guy to show what happened when Godzilla looked before and after he got irradiated.
Yeah.
So again, thank you to Galloping Ghost Kaiju Kobo
Dinosaur.
for doing this sculpt, and I'll give you a little tease on something that I know that is coming. He's still trying to work it out, but I do know he's gonna get it done for us. Let's just say it's a Heisei of Godzilla, offspring of Godzilla that came out in '95. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Oh.
Do the math. Do the math. So I'm just saying.
I wonder.
I wonder who that could be, but still. But check out Galloping Ghost Kaiju Kobo. They have a website, or go to kaijukits.com. You see more pictures of that kit, whatever. And once we get more information, I'll be sure to share it here. If not, I'll share it on the group. But again, if everybody wants a solid, realistic representation of the '91 Godzillasaurus from Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, look no further than Galloping Ghost Kaiju Kobo. And that's it. What I'm talking about in my new segment. So, David Dopko, what you want to talk about, my friend?
Well, before I talk about what I want to talk about, I think we should be asking G Akamoto from X Plus to release a Mr. Shindo in the Toho Maniacs line to go with figures. How cool would that be?
Oh my God, yes.
And you could do 2 incarnations. Do we want the businessman in the city Shindo, or do we want the Lagos Island?
Yeah,
Lagos Island. Yeah,
I don't know. You decide. I'll take either one.
Oh.
Anyway, just putting that out there in the universe again. Never hurts. I'm gonna go with the take Leslie's position and go down the X Plus road today. So I'm going to choose the Godzilla 1995 Last Scene Rebirth.
Yes.
Now, this is pretty awesome. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's Godzilla Jr., to the new incarnation of Godzilla. He's going to cost 32,000 yen, 3,200 yen, sorry, which is about $204.71. It's from Sakai.
It is 32,000.
It is 32,000. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's 32,000 yen, $204.71. It's from the Yuji Sakai modeling collection, and he's going to be 31 centimeters high and 44 centimeters long.
Ooh.
So it's kind of big. It looks pretty big.
That tail.
That tail is super shelf hog. Let's see. So it's scheduled to be released in May of 2025, and it's available to purchase now on the Shonen Rick site. And I do not know where they end, Mark Rodriguez. I just suggest you do it now. And then you don't have to worry about it.
I ordered 2.
You ordered 2.
Mm-hmm.
Why not 2?
Did you order the burning?
Did
you order the burning one too?
Junior.
Oh, did you get the burning one too?
I got the burning one too.
Right on.
I missed out
No,
on the
it's
burning one.
it's X Plus is really making their checklist a lot smaller. They don't have very much left to do. There's some key pieces that we all want eventually to see. But they're going down that road, man. Like I'm confident that they're eventually going to do almost everything that us, the collectors and fans, are looking for. So, again, it's awesome. Again, it's available right now on the Shonen Rick site. Go get you one.
Hey, David.
Delivered in May. Yes, sir. Yes,
One quick thing, and for those who are torn between if you want the burning and the regular version or regular rebirth version, it doesn't really matter, honestly. But if you do want the regular version, technically the 95 suit was altered 94 version. So if you get the regular rebirth version, you can have yourself a 94 and put him up against the 3rd centimeter Space Godzilla.
You're not
Just
wrong.
saying.
Oh yeah.
You are not wrong. You are not wrong at all. That's a really good point. So it's a win-win. He could either be Godzilla Jr. or he could be the 94. So either way, it's all good. And then if you get the burning and you decide, I don't like the burning, you just have someone paint over it for you. Me or Greg or Marcellus.
Yeah.
So, you know how that goes.
There'll be a slight fee.
Yeah. And the slight fee is not so slight anymore. Not these days. You know.
Right.
But anyway, no, it's a great figure, and I hope that fans of the film will be stoked to pick this up. So that's what I got. Christine, what do you got?
All right, so I'm going to jump on over into the movie world. So right now, going on in, I think it's Nakano, Japan, is the Mechagodzilla extravaganza at the Hakaba Gallery. And they have all sorts of, like, every kind of amazing Mechagodzilla you could think of, from the original Mechagodzilla to Mechagodzilla 2, Kiryu. But the piece I want to highlight is by Neo Player One. Now, this is only on display there right now. So if you go to the store, it's on display, and it's going to be opening soon for orders. It's probably going to be, because he hasn't really done a pre-order like overseas in a while, but it's probably going to be, I mean, how cool is this? I love Neo Player One style. And so I'm excited. I'm really excited to see him doing more sculpts. So, and this is a big piece. It's like my Space Godzilla. I think it's the same size as my Space Godzilla. It's like a big old, I want to say it's a 30 centimeter. And it's going to be pricey. I forgot how much it was. I did get a peek.
I saw the price online, and I think it shocked my brain into forgetting it. It was not cheap.
It was a bit high. It was like, what?
1,200 or something?
I think it was
that much.
No. It was.
Yeah, I think it is.
Snap!
I think I saw like definitely a 1. There we go. Michael Hank says 138,000 yen.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So, but they're big.
So I don't know what the U.S. conversion is for that, but yikes.
I missed when they were like 650, which is still a lot, but really his sculpts are so great, and they're thick and they're heavy and they're really well made. But so hopefully maybe he'll do a smaller version. He does sometimes a little smaller ones. So, but really cool. I mean, if you're in Japan, if you could go check out the event live in Hakaba Gallery, or you can browse the website. You can actually order. So there is an online website. Oh, I should have had you link it here. I forgot. But you can go check out a lot of the items they have at the pop-up store are for sale online. And you can get it through Zen Market, or I don't know if you can get it through Bai, but there is stuff that
you can get it directly from. They have their own World Ship feature on their website too, but it's the Hakaba Gallery, Graveyard Gallery, and it's Nakano Broadway, so the Nakano district of Tokyo. Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty.
Lots
cool.
of really cool stuff.
You know, I think Neo Player One is very sort of polarizing. Some people really love the sculpts and the paint jobs. Some people not so much. I think this might be my favorite one because this glossy, shiny, metallic finish really lends itself to being done by Neo Player One. So I think this might be the crown jewel of the Neo Player One. If I'm just putting that out there because it seems like it's going to be really cool, and I love the promo that you posted, so that's pretty cool.
I would love to see it in person. Yeah, I'm sure it looks. I've seen pictures from people that went, and it's very shiny, which it looks like it's right from the movie.
Yeah. Christine's like, I'd love to see it
on
right here on my shelf. So yeah, in person would be good, but like I got a spot for him already. So yeah.
Somebody has, 1,380 whatever much yen it was laying around. It's always got a place in my home. Okay.
Very good. Very good.
All right, John, what do you got for us for your news?
My news is simple. C-3PO is not going to be naked any longer.
What?
What?
Super 7 has decided to take their great Mechagodzilla and put some clothes on. So they're going to dip him in like a metallic teal. And
that's cool.
25, yeah, with an awesome inside as well. And so you'll be able to.
Wait, that's the inside?
That's
the inside.
Okay, that is super cool.
More retro, more classic toy-like. Yeah, it is beautiful. And I mean, boy, it looks like the flux capacitor there in the middle, but it's really cool.
That's Dr. Mifune's handiwork in there we're looking at right now, right? Isn't it?
Right. I think you're right. On the black hole alien 3.
I like how Super 7 is taking like the classic like Bullmark colorways and applying them to the current like releases.
It looks.
Yeah.
It looks great.
The figure. Yeah, it does. It does. So they
what's the scale, John?
It's just like the whatever it is. 9 inches.
So like standard
scale,
right?
Yeah, like 9-inch, like 9-inch scale. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on. Cool.
Yep. So Mecha gets some clothes.
I want to see that. I want to see that up against the Marathon 450 Mecha Godzilla, because I've got that one up on the shelf. And I remember like a couple of years ago when I picked that up, and I was kind of like, "Oh my gosh, this is like amazing!" And then Super 7 turns around and releases this one, and I'm like, "Wow, they painted the insides too," because that's what the Marathon is sort of like missing for me. But yeah, it looks fantastic, John.
Yeah, it does. It does. That'll be another Mecha to have. It's Mecha's year, at least.
It is.
Mecha 75
and
74 come along.
What's up, Greg Coggin? Hi, Greg.
Hey, watching from the other side of the world.
That's right. That's right. Always a pleasure.
Awesome. Back to you, Kyle. What do you have for your news?
All right. Well, guys, my news is actually, I think, kind of funny because when we started the show, when we started Collect All Monsters, we had a couple of like really cool releases come out from Premium Bandai. David and I talked about the Ghidra figure that had like the gold version and then the blue version.
Oh yeah,
you could interchange pieces.
We did indeed.
And hot on the heels of that release, Premium Bandai released this crazy Mechagodzilla set that was released as 5 different figures, showing off the disguised Mechagodzilla all the way through the revealed Mechagodzilla in a sort of like transformation style. But my God, I remember when those came out, I was like, these are cool, but those are expensive. Like for what those were really expensive. So I'm here to share something with those who don't want to spend that much money. That is a new Mechagodzilla transformation set. Kicking in on this this anniversary of Mechagodzilla. We have this Mechagodzilla set for the standard Bandai 6-inch series.
Nice.
And what we're looking at is just 2 figures now, not 5. But you see the transformation there with Mechagodzilla.
That's cool.
You see the
neat.
Godzilla with the sort of like exposed skin. Now it's not as detailed, not as accurate as the original release, because this is basically just the 74 figure with the new arm, essentially. But they've given the Mechagodzilla a cool colorway with this sort of glitter reveal down below. And I actually really like the orange spray on the metallic surfaces too.
Like
really cool.
Right out of the scene. Out of the scene.
Yeah, so these guys are currently on Premium Bandai's website. I'm sure you can get them through other retailers.
Not bad at all.
Yes, only 6,800 yen, which is like I think half of one of the sets that was released before. So if you are able to get these, I definitely would suggest that this is a worthy representation of Mechagodzilla's appearance in 1974.
It is.
And,
it is.
There you go. That's my news
really
item
pretty.
for January 2025, and that ends our news for January 2025. Yeah, let's see. Let's take that news guy off there and say, what's next? Do we have anything else before we get a move on to our it's definitely time for our intermission. So we got about a 2-minute intermission before we come back with our segment about looking back, looking forward, regrets and hopes for the year. And we'll see you in just about 2 minutes, guys. Wait, where did that go? That's all the way at the top. There it is.
Today on Collect All Monsters.
Hey, is that a new shirt?
It is
is a new shirt, Lady Kyle, designed by our favorite friend and fan of the show, not to mention the toy maker himself, Octeal. You can get this Kamegon shirt at Teepublic, and you can find a link to this shirt in the show notes right now.
さあ、みんなが大好きなウルトラマンエースが風船ガムになったよ。鳥獣やエースのかっこいいおまけが、楽しい。ロッテウルトラマンエース風船ガム。
本物の質感、本物の迫力、そして躍動する筋肉。これは映画ではない、目の前の現実だ。映画を超えた迫力、リアルアクション、ゴジラ対デストロイヤー。
私はカップのチャルメラのファンです。
僕はパパのファンです。
明星カップのチャルメラチャーシューコーン新発売。
ウルトラマンを見かけたらヘビーカワカメを思い出してください。明星カップのチャルメラヘビーカワカメ新発売。
Godzilla! You can pretend Godzilla turns a mighty castle into a pile of sand.
Go do it, Godzilla!
You control Godzilla's ugly tongue. You can make him stomp, pound his tail, pretending he strikes it all in his way. You can launch Godzilla's claw for the final blow.
We did it!
What will Godzilla do next? It's up to you. Godzilla with a claw that launches, some assembly required, from the Shogun Warrior Collection by Mattel.
Welcome back to Collect All Monsters. We are here to reveal our main segment of the show. Our second half of the show, we're going to be talking about. I guess what I should say is this concept came from David, I believe, and then was adapted by Leslie for the format of the show. So we're talking about our two regrets of collecting from 2024, the previous year. And because we don't want this to make this a big, cry fest, we're also going to be talking about our two hopes for our collection, our collectible purchases, acquisitions for 2025. So I don't know how else to introduce that unless, Leslie, you want to do a better job than I did. Take it away. Oh, please, sir.
It's a new year. And, we just came off a great year. Of collecting stuff and the announcements that we got, minus one in the Oscars, so we were all high on that, and our fandom has never been on fire, no pun intended, than it has for the past like 2 or 3 years, and so when you go from one year transitioning to the other one, you look back and think about the mistakes you've made and things you accomplished, whether good, bad, or indifferent, but you also look forward to what you're looking forward to do in doing into the new year, with New Year's resolutions that we all give up after 2 weeks. Let's be real. But so it came out of that because again, David made a post on our group about regrets. I was like, you know what? That's a solid topic to talk about. So I was like, let's just talk about what we regret and what we're most looking forward to, and we combine the two together. You know what I'm saying? Like Violante. So I'm just saying. But for me, my two things that I regret. The first is simple. I wish I would have gotten the S Plus 30 centimeter Rick -1 with the blue dorsal plates.
Yeah.
Wow. I got the standard, as you saw in the show and tell. I got the standard, but it is something about that blue. Yep. Something about the blue and the blue dorsal plates and the blue spray in his mouth, right? And there have been so many times. I know. There were so many times I've been wanting to get it, but again, I'm trying to save it for Japan. So my days of buying duplicates long gone. So I was like, I had to. I like Leslie. No, don't do it. Don't pull the trigger. Like, save that money for a bowl of ramen, something like that, right? But looking back on it now, I wish I would have pre-ordered the Rick versus the standard. But the standard is still great too.
It's still great. It's still great.
And the second regret, Kyle, I just shot you 2 photographs if you got them. If you don't have them, I can show them on my phone. But
I got it.
Okay, just show it, please. I'm gonna drop a bombshell.
I'm a little confused, Leslie. I'm a little confused. What is happening here?
Just show it. Okay.
What is going on?
Wait, screenshot this.
Leslie,
Somebody screenshot this.
Wait. This is the big one, Elizabeth. I'm coming to join you, honey.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Akuma Tenchi Burning Godzilla that Brett brought over here when he was doing the filming of the Spotlight show that I talked about earlier. And I have to be honest, and I think he filmed me. I think he filmed my reaction, and hopefully
April Fools or something.
Oh, it's an outtake. That could be an outtake. Yeah,
it messed you up, didn't it?
He might use it against me. I don't know, but when he brought that thing out, I have to be honest. No lie, I was like, "This thing is so amazing." I was gushing over it, but then when Sandra said she wanted it, I had to tone it down. Because I ain't never winning that battle. But I was like, I asked Brett, I was like, because he was in the process. He was in the process of getting all his video equipment out the van and stuff. I was like, do you mind if I take it upstairs and photograph it?
Oh wait, that's the giant size one?
No, that's the Favorite Sculptors line. Burning Godzilla. That's
she's talking about the actual sofa piece.
No, it's a standard. Okay. It's a standard size, I think.
Oh,
is
look,
is it bigger?
I think that's the giant size one.
Oh, maybe that's the giant size.
Dang, is that big?
The one on the right, the Burning Godzilla on the right, that's the Favorite Sculptors line. That's 40 centimeters. So technically, the Akuma Tenchi's like maybe 37, 38.
Giant one.
That is
wow.
That's the giant one. I've got the small one.
See, that's the one I want. Wow.
And he brought it up, and I brought it up here, and I'm sitting here, and I felt so guilty because I know I have taught so much garbage and crap about Safubi.
Oh, I'm relishing this right now.
I'm not changing it.
It's amazing.
I'm not changing anything I said. I'm not changing anything I said. I still stand by a lot of it. But I have to tell you, that thing was like, it's like touching the face of God. That's how I wanted it. I wanted it so bad. But again, when Sandra said I want it, I was like, okay. Well. But yeah, that is my regret. You've heard it here first, folks. That is my regret. If I had a chance to get an Akuma Tenchi Safubi Godzilla like this, I would have gotten it. Okay? Are you happy? Now leave me the hell alone.
2025
hot,
baby.
Leave me alone. Go to hell. Leave me alone. I said it. Okay. So Fubi is cool. So Fubi is cool. Okay, fine, whatever. You can still go to hell. Leave me alone. You know what?
Pretty soon, Leslie's room goes like this.
Wow.
This is the best thing I've heard my entire life.
Wait. Oh, there it is. All right, so
he had his come to Jesus moment.
If I may, I'm going to read from the Akuma Tenchi header card, right? So this is what it says on the header card. Sofubi art sculpture. This is not a toy. That's what it says on the header card. So that's why. It says it right there. That's why Leslie is enamored by it.
It's a monster piece. It's a monster.
It's a monster piece.
I feel dirty. I feel so dirty right now.
Well,
whatever.
I think what we should do is we should all do our regrets first, and then we'll loop back around.
Good idea. Good idea.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's it for me. Those are my regrets. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can roast me on our Facebook group. You can roast me in the comment section. I'm more than willing to take my licking like a man, because that's what grown men are supposed to do. So go ahead, have at it.
I think you're getting a ton of support in the comments right now, dude. There's not a lot of hate going on.
One of us.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
We got to get you one of them somehow.
I won't go that far. Now, hey, don't get it twisted now. Don't.
I get to see you now on the shelf, just like this, Leslie. Next month. Next month.
David,
Next month.
David, better start talking. I'm gonna turn the Def Comedy Jam. Better start talking.
All right. So when we decided to do this segment, we weren't sure how we were going to go about it. And if this was done about 10 years ago, the regrets may have gone differently. It could have been something we regret buying. And then, oh my God, I regret buying this. But I personally, I'm going to speak for myself. I think I can speak for everybody. We're all at the point in our collecting journey where we're a little bit more discerning about buy initially. So we're not going to be like, oh, why did I buy this? Or, I mean, once in a blue moon, it'll happen to all of us collectors. I'm sure it's happened to all of us here. You buy something, you're like, you know what? This is not what I thought it was going to be. You know, But those days for me are over. Like, I really do a lot of research and a lot of soul searching when I purchase an item these days, just because we talked about that extensively in our collecting conundrums. So what we decided to do is just do regrets of things that we missed or we passed on that we should not have passed on, right? So Kyle, well, I don't know which one you have first. You can put one up and then I'll start talking about it. There's been a few. So let's start with the Baragon.
They're both together.
They're both together. So put them both up there. I did a collage. So these two things, one I had control over and the other I had no control over. So as you guys know, within the sound of my voice, I've wanted a Lestang Godzilla for the longest time. And I was able to finally get a mini one from Alex Sawyer, sold me his. But then they came out with this version, which has the little Maneki Neko Godzilla comes with it. And I love this paint job and this color spray is beautiful. And of course, I enter and I didn't win it. And it's just these things are very elusive to me. This is like my white whale. Like, you know, for those of you who read Moby Dick, this is my white whale. And anyway, I'm not giving up the ship. Hopefully, either I'll find one of these somewhere that's reasonable in the aftermarket, or he'll come up with another color spray that I like, maybe a glowy color spray that I like. But I will have a Godzilla in my collection at some point. So I'm just going to say that out loud. So I regret that I didn't win the lottery to purchase this guy. And I regret that I didn't win the lottery to purchase the last color spray too. So, okay. Now, this Baragon, this is a double regret for me because I had.
It's a long-standing regret too.
It is. Well, actually, kind of, because for the longest time, this 25 centimeter Baragon, Kyle knows this, and John, those of you who knew me from like way back when, that was the old days of the X Plus group, the old days when there was like 20 of us there. I was looking desperately for the 25 centimeter large monster series Baragon, crawling one. And I couldn't find it. No one's selling it. Finally, I got one. Long story short. And then this is actually taken from the Paradise /Wave soft vinyl model kit. And I ended up building and painting one for two people, two commissions. So I had them in my possession. I thought they were really cool. I loved the sculpt. I loved the pose. And then, you know, I'm like, wow, I should pick one up at some point. And then, of course, X Plus did my work for me. It's pretty damn perfect. And it's from their favorite modeling, favorite sculptor series. And I didn't get it. And it just kind of like, I totally forgot about it. And it's like, damn, I didn't get that. I think Leslie and John may have one. I'm not sure if you do. Leslie.
I got the original kit.
The original kit. It's pretty cool. But the good news is there is some good news. I was able to find one of our fellow collectors is willing to sell me theirs at some point.
That's great.
There's a happy ending to part of this story. So if there's anybody out there who wants to sell me their Godzilla, this will have a doubly happy ending story. I mean, you know, whatever. It doesn't hurt to ask. But yeah, so those are two of my regrets, and like one of them's not so much of a regret anymore. So that's it. So Christine, what do you regret passing on this year or last year or whatever up until now?
Oh man, there was so much good stuff that came out last year. It's like consistently, it's hard to keep up. But I'm definitely after one of those Godzillas too, because those are awesome, David. But one of my regrets is Mara-san's Titanosaurus sculpt, which I do have one. is pretty rad. I love their skulls.
Awesome.
But in August, they had, I think it was like the soft vinyl creative rally, this beautiful. Now, when they do their Aurora versions, like, oh my God, like that is the Titanosaurus I want. I couldn't find it online after the event. Beautiful. And I might have looked a little bit too late because I think I was somewhere in August, but I've been trying ever since to find one. Mandarake, and none. I haven't seen any pop up, but wow, like Marusan really does extremely well with the glitter figures and the clear tinsel. And I really want this one, and I'm regretting that I wasn't immediately looking, or maybe I had a proxy or something go out and snag one from the event for me, because wow, it's very beautiful, and it's definitely bright and stands out. My second regret, oh my God, it could still possibly be a reality, maybe, but the only reason it's a regret is because I don't have the money for it, and I for sure don't have for it. It is the Prime one.
That's you can add that to mine too. You can add that to everybody, I think.
I was gonna get it. I literally went on the website when it first came out.
I'm sorry,
I went on the website. I was gung ho. I was gonna buy it. I put it in my cart, and then the shipping was shot it up to like way over my budget, and I was like, oh, I can't. If it was, I thought
Joe walked in the room.
Yeah,
Joe walked in the room. Be honest. Joe walked in the room and like, oh hell no, you ain't doing that.
So Christine, what was the final price with the kit and with the figure and the shipping? What, if you don't mind me asking, what was it?
3,000.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I did the same thing.
No.
Yeah, it was $1,100 for the shipping, I think.
Are you serious?
Well, it's huge. Oh it's my huge God. Piece.
Helmy is getting it.
Okay. You the man. Oh my darn.
Go out. Okay, I can't wait to see your pictures, Helmy. But so I'm hoping, like, I think I don't have. If I did get it, like, I would totally put out a credit card and pay it off. But I was like, once the shipping hit, I was like, dang, I don't mind, the 1,800, 19, what it was. I could swing that, but then I left like $3.
Oh, you don't mind that, do you? You don't mind that. I mind that.
I did mind it, but I was like, well, this is like a one of a kind.
Where the hell are you gonna put it? It's so big too.
I know.
Right. And God forbid if it gets tipped.
Oh, I know. There's a coffee table in the living room. That's like the only one.
Yeah, if that gets damaged in transit, that's going to be that's no.
It's such a
because you can't ship it back.
You cannot. Yeah. Well, you could, but no.
I don't even know how you get like a replacement. Like if one of the spines broke off or something. But like it's such like if you go on their website.
look at John. John's like, oh no.
Because I've
so detailed.
Statues. Yes.
No, it's phenomenal. It's absolutely next level.
It has
awesome.
little people on the road like running away from him. It's so like this is like the ultimate. So that's my regret, and I know that like once it's sold out, I'm gonna be like, I should have just got it. But if I did get it,
you ain't got the money for it. You know you ain't got the money for that. Let's be real.
Prime One, if you're watching this, take pity on me. But
we all do. We all do. Trust us. We all do.
I will. That'll literally be my gravestone marker when I die. That will be my gravestone marker.
Wow. No, add that to my list of regrets too.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I could do it, I would. 100%, I would do it.
It's like buying a Mazda. It's like buying a damn Mazda.
Right. I know.
You know what, Christine? That makes me regret my life choices.
I know it's a little bit more than I would like want to pay for something. I could buy a new motorcycle or something, but I'd rather have the statue. Yeah. I'd rather have the statue. All right, John, what are your regrets for 2024?
I have too many regrets. And they're not just collectible regrets. They were traveling regrets. When I got sick, I planned a trip to Okinawa.
That's right.
Couldn't go. And the worst thing in the world, and that was I couldn't go see Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, and that was playing at I think it was the Japanese it was I think a library or museum theater.
They're doing the 4Ks right now.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, jeez.
And worst of all, I couldn't go to Wonderfest, and I was hoping to meet Yuji Sakai and get his autograph. And none of that.
Next year.
So many people asked me at Wonder Festival, "Where's John? Where's John?" And I was like, "He's not feeling so good, unfortunately."
I couldn't get out to bed. I would have fallen on my face 4 days straight.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh man.
Well, that heat was hot. That heat, I just overheated. Heat stroke again.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't have a fever or anything, but I was just too weak. It's like just no way. It just saps all the strength out of you, and I had to lie there.
You know what, John? That happens to the best of us. When Kyle and Keith and I were in Japan in 2019, we were supposed to see the Nishimuras at M1 HQ, and Keith got sick, and Michi and Yuji got sick. So we had to cancel that whole thing. So Kyle can tell you, we were knocking on Broadway when we got the bad news, and I was mad for about 20 minutes. And then I said, "Look, I'm in Japan. How can I be mad? It is what it is." And we ended up still going to Fukushima to see the Tsuburaya Museum, and we turned lemons into lemonade.
Right.
It was an awesome day, nonetheless. But just so that you know, the universe isn't singling you out. Keith was sick for a whole week. We were there for a whole week in Japan. Kyle can tell you, he was really sick, like totally sick. Yeah, it sucked. It really sucked.
Yeah. The only thing that salvaged my trip was going to see little Ichiro's path where you go to school. That saved the trip.
Did you videotape that? Of course you videotaped it, right?
My dear friend Yusan got me a sun umbrella, had an ice pack around my neck. I said, I'm going to salvage my trip no matter what.
The train?
Yes. It's all still there. The train wasn't there. It's another...
or something like that.
That was pretty spot on, David.
Was it? Okay.
It was. It really was.
We need dual sound effects just for the show.
Oh man. Oh, that guy's really stoked, man. Okay.
Oh, but that said,
man.
they were really big regrets because there were things at Wonderfest that I wanted to try to get. But the Kagura set, the priest. But I was grateful to get that. But the worst regret, of the last trip, Alice and I went to Japan for Godzilla Day, and we went to Osaka. And you got to go to Osaka and Denden and go to all the shops there. And we went you got to go in the jungle, So we go in. Now I've already done some shopping. I've done, I've gotten good grief. And Kyle, I don't know if you had a picture. I look over to the side, and Alex can testify. And there it was, the Aoshima.
Well, tell people what this is that might not know what this is.
This is the Aoshima Angulus, the big giant
ass Angulus. Just all you got to know.
It's like a small dog.
I could have gotten it, but it was like, I got to get it home.
Oh.
And it was like, I'd already spent, I was like, I can't. And then when I got home, I tried to see if I could order it online. It was gone.
Oh, no.
If I had known it was going to be there, it would have come home with me. I would have been in a bag. I would have shipped it. But it's just the timing. And I had already did some, spending. And it was like,
I'm so disappointed in you. I'm so disappointed
in myself.
I'm offended. I am so offended.
This is the one I'm.
You should have gotten that thing. You should have Marcellus or David build it, paint it for you. You just cut his mic. I'm done. I'm so done right now.
Yeah, it cut me to the quick. It was like
it cut me too.
Couldn't get it, and to quickly move along. The last thing I regret, because I see everyone had it, was the Mondo's All Monster Attack, but the original color. Original color set. Oh, it was just beautiful. And I sat there by the computer, like, should I click it? Should I click it? And I talked myself out of it. And This is a big regret. They have another, I think another set up there, but I don't. I wanted this one.
I think the glitter set's still up, right?
Yes, I saw it today, but I'm like, oh, this is the
Well,
one.
wait a minute, because I really want the glitter set.
Uh-oh.
So maybe I'll buy the glitter set, and I'll sell you my set, my OG set.
Happy ending, right?
If you decide, I'm down.
All right, okay.
And-
I really want that glitter set.
And John, I got to talk to you after the show. I know somebody's selling one of those Anguluses.
What?
Yep.
Oh.
Tell them to pump the brakes. Don't sell it. Let's say sell it.
Really?
Man, that would be a
I got
dream.
you. Really? No, really.
Really?
It's not the kit. It's not the kit. It's the actual
It's the
figure.
actual-
Is that what you're after?
David, does he have a Godzilla that goes with that?
He does not.
I do. So sell it to me. I deserve it more.
No,
I didn't know you wanted it. I didn't even know you wanted it.
John, you want to fight over it?
Yeah, it's gonna be a fair one.
Shared custody. Shared custody.
No, black on black crime. I'm not with that. So you can have it. Yeah, you can have it.
Oh my God! Everybody's really punchy today. My goodness.
But they're my regret, and it's a lot. There you go. That's good stuff. Oh, Kyle, please
help me.
Relieve my agony.
All right.
And give me something worse.
I'll tell you what. I will. I'll actually piggyback on your Mondo. I don't think it's a surprise to many people that I don't. I don't really talk up the MonsterVerse stuff that much. I don't hate it, but I don't buy stuff from the MonsterVerse because for the most part, I collect the Japanese stuff. We had Hector and Peter on for a special reveal for their Godzilla X Kong releases, and they did a realistic paint version, and they've done some other ones, but the one that they came out with, my regret is, even when I saw this during the stream, I was like, that looks really good. But I sort of didn't go for it. That is the retro Godzilla Evolved.
Spheres.
Now I know that in reality this does not this doesn't look as punchy in terms of colors. Like the pop isn't really as much as the photos look, and that's a little too bad. But ever since it came out, because I'm in Japan, they don't ship to Japan, so I'd have to get a proxy in America to get one for me. So I did not get this guy, and actually the other day Tanner was selling one, and I thought, oh my gosh, dude, can I get this? And he had already sold it to somebody else, so I was unable to get it. So I'm on the lookout, sort of, and I'm sure I'm going to pay more than I want to for it. But that's sort of my one regret, my first regret, the easy regret. This one doesn't hurt that much, but it's I got a lot of stuff over the past year.
This is David.
Is that the bra? Is that the bra image?
This is David.
I think David understands.
I do understand. No, I do understand. I do understand.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
I'm sure I'll get the lashing later. But let's move on to the real serious one here. All right, so you guys, I'm going to blow myself up real quick. Back here in the corner, right above my finger, that is my that's my GMK set. I made the decision to collect as many of the M1 GMK releases as I could get my hands on, and I've pretty much got them all. Not all, but I've got most of the ones, and I've got actually most of the ones that I want, because there's some other colorways that are kind of a little bit boring in my opinion. The one that looks sort of realistic. Hit me up, Charles. But yeah, the M1 GMKs, I've been even getting the new ones that have come out, like the Halloween style ones. I got the two, and the glow in the dark purple one from 2 years ago or last year or whatever. I also got that one. But if you dial the clock way back to 2004,
Wow.
UG
Way back.
from M1 released 2 colorways, and they were only available via lottery. And this is before people were really doing lotteries. So like
definitely way before.
They're special vinyl releases. They're made from a different type of vinyl. Usually M1 figures are like super hard and chunky and like solid vinyl. These are squishy vinyl. And there's 2 colorways that they put out as this lottery, which means they're very few. I don't even know how many are in existence. UG doesn't even have these in his collection of stuff in his room, his showroom, right? So I went to his showroom recently, and I was like, why don't you have these? And he's like, oh, I didn't make them to keep. So what I will do is I'll show you guys the what it is. And that is, wait, let me get that.
Not that
one. That.
Oh.
Okay. This is a sort of a teal green on the right and a red on the left. And essentially, I've been collecting these things. I've probably, not for that long, for maybe 4 years, I've been working on getting as many of these as I can. Maybe 3 years, I guess I'd say. But last year, towards the end of the year, the pair of these went up for auction on Yahoo Japan.
Oh, wow.
And I really wanted them, but in terms of price tag, it was crazy.
Oh my god.
Yikes.
So,
Who's got blue spray on the spine?
Yeah, blue spray on the gold, red one on the back, and the teal one has a yellow gold on the fins. Essentially, this went up for auction, and it was just too expensive. And I think I wasn't the only person. I know I wasn't the only person that saw it and was like, well, that's too rich for my blood. So I kept an eye on it, and the price kept dropping. The price kept dropping. And the price eventually got to the point where I was like, you know what? I think that if I was to justify these as being like the only things I was going to get for a number of months or something like that, I think I would do this. I think I would get these. So I was downstairs Monday morning. Basically what happened is every Sunday they would relist it and drop the price, right? Because that's like you can see here, they dropped it from 270 or 280,000 yen to 250,000 yen. And I think at that point I was like, you know what? That's it right there. I'm getting it. And so when it went down to 240,000 yen, which is still super stupid expensive, I was downstairs and I was on my phone and I said, I'm going to get these and I'm going to come upstairs to my computer so I can have like the full knowledge of everything, get the better translation, make sure that I'm not like agreeing to anything stupid. I sat down, and within 5 freaking minutes, someone had bought them. Yeah.
Oh my
God,
Kyle.
Yeah, so I missed out. I missed out. Those 2 figures are my grail figures for this collection of GMKs.
Oh, the pain.
The pain of it all, especially because that red one,
that's gorgeous.
I love the red one so much. And I mean, I just want Yuji to remake it. At this point, I don't think I don't think he has any red vinyl pieces left of that sculpt. I think he's basically just running through his glow in the dark ones.
I would have cried.
The happy note on this is that I did find one of them. I found the green teal one, and I did purchase that. And my good friend Mr. Dopko down there helped me get it because they did not ship internationally, so I had it shipped to him. And it is
he's right next to me. He's right next to me in the box. I saw him. And believe me, I told Kyle this. I'm so nervous. I want this guy to get there safe and sound. I don't think I packed a figure ever better than this one, but it is soft vinyl. And it because I emailed him. I wasn't sure it was supposed to be squishy because I didn't know that he even made those. I'm like, hey Kyle, do you know that this figure is squishy? He's like, yeah, it's good. It's all good. It's good. Okay, good. And then it's
like
squishy. It's
like you can
like normally one of these figures you can sort of like rubbery. Yeah, rubbery.
It's rubbery. And then Kyle also I was able to get him the Octeal saucer, so that's also in there too.
Oh, nice.
And then he's got some ginger snaps from Trader Joe's in there as well. so that's going out on Monday. So everybody keep that box in your good thoughts that it gets there safely, and but he does have it, and I did see it, and it is pretty cool, and it's very unique, and it's sealed. I've never seen a bag sealed that way before. It's very not like I've ever seen before. So I think he's going to be stoked when he gets it. I know he's going to be stoked when he gets it.
I am going to be stoked. And I will say the only two things that take away the sting from losing that auction, number one is that I knew I could get this one that I had shipped to David. That takes a little bit of the sting away. Yes. But number two is I actually know the dude that bought the set out from under me.
Really?
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Do we know him too?
That's
I don't think so. I don't think you know
okay,
him.
okay,
if you might follow him on Instagram, his name on Instagram is Crack Ghost.
Yeah, I follow him.
Yeah, I got to meet Bally last year during Godzilla Fest, and so I was like on. Actually, before I go into that portion of the story, I will say that that auction was so much money that I was like, wow, that's like, I would hesitate to tell anybody that I spent that much money on something. It's so expensive that I was like, I don't even know if I should even be entertaining this. Right. But after I lost out on it, because I had like a week of like struggling with like, should I do this? Should I not do it? And after I lost out on it, I was in such a bad freaking mood that I was I told Lady Kyle, I was like, I got to tell you something. I have to tell you about this because I'm affected by that. I don't want you to be going like, what is wrong with my husband here? So I had to tell her about it.
Well, you know what? You wouldn't be human if you weren't affected. The rug was pulled out from under you, for crying out loud.
Literally.
And it's like, there's a third thing that's going to take the sting out of it is the ginger snaps.
The ginger snaps, yeah.
Well, also but that you know who it went to.
Yeah, that's true. So I'm on Instagram and like, reloading my feed or whatever, and I see Crack Ghost's post with the two figures, and I was like, wow, son of a
bitch. Yeah.
Oh. He does a lot of the stuff I want to
But you know what?
So I like messaged him. I'm like, did you just get those from Yahoo Japan? He's like, yeah. I'm like, you come on, man. But okay, I'm glad it's you. I'm glad.
You know what? We've all, maybe not this extreme. We've all been there where the heart wants what the heart wants, and all logic is out the window.
Yes,
right? We've all been in that position, and at some point, and 9 times out of 10, they turn out the way Kyle's did. It's like you're either about to do it, or you're like, no, I can't. I just can't do it. And then you're like, oh wait, I do have the money. It's gone. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, but it's I know for a fact that you're going to get the other one at some point. It's going to happen.
Yeah, Crack Ghost has literally everything.
He does.
Yeah,
he's got everything.
He happens to me all the time because I know when I lose something, I'm like, a week later, it's on Instagram. I'm like, okay, well, at least I know where it went to.
Yeah, but he's a good dude, and I'm glad. Shout out to Bally, and whenever I make it to Hong Kong, I hope to get to hang out with him again. Hopefully he'll come back here to Japan too. But that's going to end let's close out the regrets of 2024. We've looked back. Now let's look forward to 2025. This is going to be much more of a discussion instead of showing things off, because I think pretty much we don't have items to show to say this is what I hope gets made, or hope comes about. So I think Leslie, what do you got on your hopes list for 2025? What your wish list, or what do you want X Plus to release?
That's the thing, because again, I have to really curb my appetite when it comes to collectibles, because again, Japan is the goal. So every time I see something that I think I want, but I'm not totally in love with it, I'm like, okay, it has to wait, because again, Japan is the goal, and Japan will be the reality. But if these two things drop this year, I'm definitely going after it. First and foremost, I'm trying to will this into existence. It's probably highly unlikely that they would do it, but I want somebody to properly introduce and release Godzilla 1985 on Blu-ray. That is the only movie in the franchise that does not have a high definition presentation of that movie. It's the only one.
Release, yep.
An official release. Now, I know there's music in there. There's some rights issues. It's kind of like the whole King Kong thing. But get your heads out of you know what, and give us that movie. A lot of us grew up with that movie, and a lot of us find that movie to be the better version of that movie, because let's face it, 84 is a snooze fest. It is boring. It is, yes, John. Yes, it is boring. It is. It is like watching paint dry. It is like watching paint dry or going to an accounting convention. It is boring. It is dry. It is absolutely horrible. The 85 version is the better told story. Even Kyle will admit that. So give Kyle that look, John. Give Kyle that look. Look up to him.
Both of y'all. Oh, he's doing it. He's giving it to him. John's not playing. John's giving both a look. He's not playing.
No, but seriously, I want that.
The genius of 84.
I'm sorry.
The genius of 84 was made more genius by bringing it to America.
He's like, small minds cannot comprehend.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. The speech alone in 85 makes that the better version. Right or wrong.
And
the monologue at the end, right? Yeah.
Yeah. That's iconic.
It's thank you. And God, we got me and Christine on the same page, so John, shut up.
What is that? What is going on here?
But I want that. I want them to properly do it. We've been denied for so long, and this is the year where it does turn officially 40, even though the original film turned 40 last year. But again, a lot of us grew up with that movie. And, they already doing Biollante on 4K. They're doing that, So hopefully Criterion can get their hands on 85 and finally get that out to us. That is something I want to see come out in 2025, and I would definitely get it if it does. And finally, figure-wise, I've said it a few times before on the channel, and I have no problem saying it again here, but Kyle, blow me up if you can. But I want a flying destroyer. I want a flying destroyer.
That would be wonderful.
Sick.
That is from Black Dragon, the same people that made the awesome destroyer up there, the aggregate form that I got, the Burning Godzilla that you saw with the Akaba Tenchi earlier. And I hope they will put that, I'm talking about, will put the flying destroyer in the favorite sculptors line. And hopefully we will see it in Wonderfest in 3 weeks. I'm just hoping for that. And if that does happen, I'm definitely going after it. And it will pair well with that certain other monster that I teased earlier. Just saying. I'm just saying. So those I want to see. Blu-ray high definition format, a proper release of Godzilla 1985, and the X Plus favorite sculptors line of the Black Dragon Flying Destroyer or Destroyer. How the hell you say it?
Destroyer.
All right, David, what about you? What's on your wish list?
Oh my goodness, what's not on my wish list? No. So we were toying around as a group how we're going to go about this part of it too. Should we do things that are already in existence that we hope to acquire, or should we just put things out in the universe like Leslie did that we hope will get made, and maybe they will, maybe they won't, but I think the latter is what we decided to do. So I stayed on the Sofubi train for these hopes. The first one is pretty realistic, and I think it could possibly happen. I would love M1 Yuji Nishimura and Michi to release a -1 Sofubi Godzilla.
That would be great.
Yeah, I would love to see
I would love that. I would absolutely love that. I think that would be so perfect, and I think there is a possibility that'll happen. I don't have any information, like secret information. This is just something that I want, but it would be really cool, and I think a lot of collectors would agree with me because M1 figures are attainable for the most part, except for Kyle just made an exception to that. But you know, other than that,
new M1s are attainable.
Yeah, right. Newly released M1s are very attainable. You can either get them, you know, from online. You can get them at a convention, G-Fest or Monsterpalooza, which they like to go to, etc., etc. So I would love that to happen, and I really think that it
actually. Do you know that they started doing lotteries at Super Festival and stuff like that?
Did they really? No, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness gracious!
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I hope that's not a trend like
Rough
at conventions and things because
No.
But anyway, that would be cool. I would love to see that, and I do think a lot of fans would like that too.
It'd be great in their style. Yeah.
The second hope would be that somehow Vinyl Wars finds the molds or comes across the molds for the Pilot Ace King Ghidorah and makes more, re-releases the Pilot Ace King Ghidorah and very cool color spray. So I think that would be really great. The collectors would love that. Maybe the collectors who have paid like, you know, through the nose for like one wouldn't like it as much, but I think it would be really good for us collectors and make enough of them so it's attainable for everybody to get.
They'd still be expensive, I'm sure.
It'll still be expensive, but it'll be, you know, it'll be at least attainable.
A little less.
Yeah.
Expensive
And then I'm gonna throw one third one in there just because I love my fellow collectors. I would love some vinyl company, maybe even Knott's, to re-release the storyboard figure.
Oh yeah.
So,
please.
So
Please.
everybody who wants one, can get one. I think that would be a nice thing for the collecting world if because it is like one of those next level figures that so many people are looking for and want, and like I think we talked about it in some past episodes, that it's really unlikely that will be released in the incarnation that we saw in 2019. But I hope they redo it for those who really do want one. So that's it for me. Those are my hopes, and I hope I have enough money to buy all these things that I'm hoping for. Forgot that.
Oh,
and I hope all of us have enough money to buy these things that we're hoping for. But okay, Christine, what do you got for us?
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna need some money for my hopes because I really want, because I'm all on board with Neo Player One right now.
Yeah,
I would love to see a giant size -1 in his style. Oh,
wow, that would be amazing.
The way he does translucent stuff, like on the Space Godzilla,
yeah, it would be awesome.
It's freaking beautiful. So yeah, I would love a Neo Player One -1, translucent fins.
Translucent blue tones, right?
Yes, blue. Maybe like translucent blue in the mouth too. I think it would look cool. I don't know. I don't know. There's something about. I'm not gonna go on about it, but there's something about Neo Player. It's me. It checks all my boxes. And then the second thing I'm hoping for this year is Mondo, Hector, and Peter. I'm looking at you guys. We need, as a community, the world needs. We need a Rose Biollante to go with the Evolved form. Let's get. They need to be together. And if this is the year, I feel it. And then you know what? And while you're at it, give us an 89, and then we'll just have. We got.
While you're at it,
yeah,
give us an 89.
We got the All Monsters Attack trio.
I'm down with that. I'm down with that.
That would be awesome.
I'm down with that.
Finish out some of these other here. So Rose Biollante, Godzilla 89 is a set. I know you guys are hearing me. So I'm looking at you, Hector, and make our dreams come true this year.
Good dreams.
And those are probably more attainable and more affordable than the Neo Player One. But you know what? I'm down for all of it. So just throw it my way this year. I'm ready.
Right on.
All right, John. What are your aspirations for 2025.
Keep hope alive.
Mine's
right. That's right.
Mine's are just, they're like the only thing I'll see in a dream and probably will never be manifest, but I'm keeping hope alive. These are really selfish and not for everybody, but okay, so not too long.
Leslie?
I'm trying.
Better keep it together over there.
He's gonna get you.
So recently, well, we're now at the almost complete the Godzilla and Toho Tokusatsu official MOC series. Ends at 40. And number 40 is about to come out. Number 39 just came out, and I was able to get one in the mail from Kinokuniya. And always last, but as far as I'm concerned now, the best, must always come last, is a volume on All Monsters Attack. And what I'm hoping for, and I really want, is a All Monsters Attack, like perfection or completion book.
Absolutely.
Oh, the completion.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
I agree with that. Absolutely.
I want to know the details. I've got questions. I have things I want to know about the movie that just have not. You can't find any.
Yeah,
can't get anything.
That's really good because that movie has gotten trashed so much by American fans. I feel like
undeserved, in my opinion. Undeserved.
Only
movie.
No offense to the crew who put together the classic media release, but like Richard Pusatteri's commentary, he did what he could, but like there's not a lot of information out there. So a perfect collection of memoirs, behind the scenes information would be so amazing for All Monsters Attack, because it's just there. That's one of those movies that like we don't have that kind of like glut of like details about the history of its making, why they made decisions that they made, what it was like for the actors that worked on it. And like I agree with you totally.
Maybe an interview with the actor who played Ichiro.
Yes,
and he can tell you. And I bet that little girl is still alive too. So they could probably, talk about the interaction and working with Isai Amamoto and all of it. I agree. That's very cool.
And these books are so light. They really don't. They're just basically describing moments and scenes, nothing deep, and it hurts. It really. I'm like, please, can we get more? With that said, with issue 40, volume 40 coming, there's going to be a mad dash, and I know I'm not going to be able to get it unless I find one on Baiyi, is the release of the Godzilla King Kong versus Godzilla script.
Oh, that's right.
So my hope is, like they've done with the DVD, box collectors, 50, all those volumes, would they just do reprints of all the scripts in the same way that they've done, those collector box sets with all the posters, and just like give us reprints of all the scripts, please.
Do you really want that? Oh, do you really want to?
I know John wants that. Like I feel like John's in the minority of collectors. Like, I mean, it'd be cool to have. Like, I'd love to have a GMK script, but I feel like I could maybe get one.
The old, like the draft scripts, and you see how the stories changed, and the little the lines that can go from one character to another, and how much of a change that on perception of those characters would be if they left it. Especially, I'm telling you, it's an awesome deep dive when you jump into these scripts. You get blown away. And on the Japanese side, they have, there's little journals and things that jump into those details, and I appreciate it. I'm telling you, it changes. My appreciation for the films has gone so much deeper because of the scripts.
And you know what I would love too? I would love, John, to have a comparison of the 62 Japanese script and the American dubbed version, because I think it's fascinating with the way they switched it around. And again, some people think that the American cut, I'm not talking about the music, is more fast paced than the actual 62 film. But real quick too, Calvin Wan recommended that Mondo do a 62 Godzilla Kong tree sandwich vinyl.
Do it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell,
That'd be cool.
yes. I take a model kit
Yeah.
or a Sofubi.
Cool.
Yes,
That'd be
Calvin.
awesome.
Yes, Calvin.
That would be awesome.
Yes,
Yeah.
Calvin.
I do hope you find it. That way you can read in Japanese text and how Kong
Godzilla
won. How
won.
Kong won. Not the retroactive bullcrap that Tanaka tried to pull. You get to see the original.
Oh, I will do every
winner.
line for you. I will Google translate everything.
Why don't you guys just take this outside, please? Okay.
I don't fight my elder, so I'm good.
But let me.
You are older than me. I'm just saying.
You better watch it because we're the same age, so be careful. These old men, you know.
All right, we still
youngins nowadays.
Oh.
So my hopes and dreams are out there, like you said, David. Just put it out there, and maybe
Put it out there
because they really should be.
Manifest
The scripts-
it.
Yes, the script should be. You can read them at the end of many of the I think it's the perfection or completion story. They'll give you the draft scripts at the end, but I want the reprints of the the covers and all. They're just beautiful.
Excellent.
Kyle, what are your hopes?
My hopes for 2025, man, aside from just, lucking into that squishy red GMK that I can't find.
It's gonna happen.
In all seriousness, though, I think what I would say is a realistic hope, Sofubi wise, is, Sun Guts, that company. They have been putting out affordable and at the show available figures from Destroy All Monsters. So far, we've gotten Godzilla 68, we've gotten Anguirus, we've gotten Rodan, and they've reissued Baragon and Gorosaurus. So we're already in the running for what is possible from this. And you guys know me, I love some weird monsters, and I love Varan, and I would like to see a Sun Guts Varan, a brand new sculpt,
flying one,
sure, a little flying one, or if they choose to do a standing or crawling one, I'd like to see Sun Guts style because they're always big, they don't take up that much room. B, I could get one because I go to those shows. I think honestly, I really want to see them and whatever they're coming out with next. I know Gorosaurus was the last new sculpt that they made. Oh, they also have Minya
and Mothra,
yeah. So they're working through the monsters from Destroy All Monsters. So any minute now, Varan is going to come into play. So that's my number one hope for 2025. I think it's somewhat realistic. If it's not 25,
that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Very realistic.
And then to be perfectly honest, I don't really have another hope for 2025, but I will say that one of the cool things that came out of 2024, which we didn't really talk about, is that Hakuba Gallery, Graveyard Gallery, which Christine brought up earlier, they've been producing figures for their store for many years, for many different manufacturers, but they've done a lot of Bullmark releases. And this hat actually came from the Hakuba Gallery as well.
No.
They've done so many releases with Bullmark that they are now the official distributor for new Bullmark releases.
Oh, that's really
so what I would say is I would hope to see some more awesome releases from Bullmark through the Hakuba Gallery because you can get them. They don't do the lottery thing that often. You just gotta sort of be on top of that stuff. So that's my hope, second hope for 2025, and less selfish and more just kind of a general, it'd be cool. I can't wait to see more Bullmark releases. So.
Hey Kyle, I'm surprised you didn't say anything about Monster Zero. You don't want anything anniversary wise for Monster Zero?
I mean,
yeah,
always. But I mean, what? I feel like there's already been so many things. Like last year, One Up Toy put out the saucer set that you could get them
which is really
taken
cool.
away. You know, Super 7 and Bandai just released the Dancing Godzilla. Actually, the Dancing Godzilla is coming out, I think, next month.
Super cute.
And Super 7 just did that as well. The Shea Godzilla. You know,
the Bandai
I think
Godzilla's coming out now. I got one.
Right.
Oh, you got one?
Okay.
I got one.
You have it in hand
today. I got one today.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Well, there you have it.
Yeah, because I went to the Godzilla store earlier this month, and they had the new set. You know, that has like Ghidra and I think Gorosaurus and Gabra, and anyway. And I was like, "This is here. Like, you guys actually have this in hand?" And they said, "Yep, these are the boxes." And I was like, "Where's the Shea Godzilla?" And they said, "Oh, next month." So I'm glad he's already out. But yeah, that's a good point. Like we do have things coming out. I mean, I would say like I've always wanted them Toho and whoever made them to resurrect the Toho Mechanics line.
Oh yeah,
the boxed figures that were not figures; they were like boxed mecha. They put out 2 series, like with you know the Maser Cannon and the Atragon and the Satsuma and the White Heron from Mechagodzilla, and so they only put out 2 series of those. Yeah, Super X 1, 2. Both of those came out, but I can't remember if 3 was part of it. Anyway, I wanted a 3rd series to come out because I was like, there's still so many more pieces you could put in that. You could do like the Mysterians, some of the Mysterian stuff, like the Markalite cannon or the A-Cycle Light Ray. Speaking of these, so like that's I would love for somebody to do that. That would be really cool. But you know, that's so long ago that they put those out that I don't think that that's even on anybody's radar. But yeah, I mean, I'm always down for more Monster Zero stuff. If I could fit it on my shelf, I'm definitely down. So
okay.
So real quick in that vein, Leslie, you talked about Monster Zero, and that's one of my favorites, as we all know too. The only gigantic that would make me say I need to have this is a gigantic Daisenso Goji. I think I would have to either squeeze the sucker in somewhere or get rid of one so I could put him in, because I wanted a really good, big, huge Daisenso Goji representation. The first Godzilla I ever saw. That would be something that I would make an exception for, and maybe we'll see that X Plus. I've
How about KOC? How about KOC? 40 centimeter KOC.
I will take a KOC too. Oh yes, sir. But I mentioned it to Giacomoto on many occasions, and he's like, interesting, which means not right now. You know, maybe. But I mean, I think I can speak for almost everybody here. A gigantic Daisenso Goji would make us all stop and think we need to have this in our collection.
Oh yes, indeed.
Right?
Yes.
So let's
only
all.
If it's the Shea dancing version.
Or that could be the Rick. That could be the Rick. You have the hands different.
Yeah, right.
But I think that would be a collective group. Put that out in the universe to happen, because I think that would be really cool.
Yeah. I second it.
All right. Well, I think that's going to wrap up our segment, guys. And thank you guys very much for hanging out and watching. We still got 45 people watching live. You guys are all awesome.
Thanks for sticking around.
Yeah, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for hanging out. You know what we do every episode, pretty much, is we like to look at our Facebook group, which is called the Collect All Monsters Monster Collectors. And it's a group where we like to interact with people in between the episodes. We have a whole bunch of collectors who are in there, collectors of all varying styles and sizes, collections of all various. I mean, it works both ways, right? If you're interested if you're on Facebook, please join our group.
Yes, join us.
Make sure to read the rules of the group and agree to the rules. That's one of the things we make sure everybody helps take part in the goodness of the group. But what we like to do every month is to actually highlight some stuff in our collector moment. And today what we're doing is we're having our producer Jonathan, who's also one of the moderators, and I think he's going to join us on screen
Where is
to chat about some stuff. There he is. What's up? Welcome, Jonathan.
Like your backdrop.
Yeah, it's different.
Well, hello, guys.
Yeah.
reporting live from David and Keith's Oasis out in the Thank you. And how beautiful could this be? I mean, we're here visiting, and it's amazing, and they're gracious hosts as always. But also got some cool kaiju stuff here, and especially I get to report in front of this amazing Shag piece. I mean, by the way, we went to the Shag store
yesterday
in the gallery last night, and I'm telling you what, I've never felt more at home with like the mid-century modern sort of architectural style in the art. I love that and eat it up so much. I was in heaven, and they had a few of these on display, but they did. But I think they're all pretty much gone. So they only had like one, I think, that was there.
Right.
But they had this other special one that I may think about getting because it's actually pretty affordable, and it's like it's the only one left.
Do you have an image of it?
Oh wow.
Do you have the image of it?
I don't in front of me, but it's basically I think it's called.
Let me see if I can send it to Kyle real quick.
It's like
while you're talking,
something drop in. It's basically a guy with a chair. Godzilla's like crashing in from the window, and the guy was with the chair, and then the girl is in the bed like freaking. It's really great, and I was like, totally my size. And it's, I mean, they said we do have another Godzilla, and they went to the back and they came out, and I was like, if we're talking about like regrets or hopes, I either will regret not getting it or I'll really hope to buy it. So
oh, there it is. Yep, that's it.
Awesome. Oh, yeah.
Cool.
It looks like the hotel room, doesn't it? Almost.
It does. It's
a little bit, yeah. That's
right. Life. He's like, wait, you're not supposed to be here. But
isn't that fun?
I like that
That's
one.
cool.
Yeah.
Get it,
And it's
Jonathan.
kind of my colors too, right? Like it's I love don't get me wrong, I love vibrant, colors. I love the purples and the reds and the yellows, but that black and red, to me it's like very evocative. And you know how much I love 84, 85, and that like red blackish hue in the background in the moonlight. Like I love that stuff. So it's perfectly up my alley. I will agree with Kyle and David. Kyle, with you for your hopes of more mechanized marvels such as the A-Cycle Light Ray and the Mark Light Candy was just one of my favorite weapons. And David, what you were saying earlier as well, like I was like, oh my, all these things are just like the reissue of the Knots Godzilla would be incredible because I would be definitely one of those to hope to get it. In terms of one regret, though, I gotta say there's one big regret, and I have to say it because when I saw it here in person, and I knew it when I saw it when it released, but when I saw David's in person, the Daisenso Goji by Slugbat and Spiral Studios. The clear vinyl with the blue highlights, not the pink highlights, not the one with the gold, but the blue highlights. I never got it, and I'm regretting it to this day. It's the one thing that I'm like, I should have gotten it. But I'm hoping, and it's a very slim hope, right, that at some point that could get either reissued or something. I don't, and maybe a smaller scale. I don't know.
You never know.
I'm gonna whisper in the air.
I'm not here to dash hopes for any of our entries, but yeah.
Like I said,
boy,
slim,
boy.
very very slim.
So Jonathan, before you finish, could you show them what you had waiting for you when you came down here?
I can, but it's going to be headless because
the heads are here.
Heads are there. You want to run it over real quick?
Yeah, I'll run it over. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on.
I can show mine. I got mine right there. I can just show mine just to be fair.
But David did a very subtle and unique paint job that I requested, and he did some really unique things on highlights and specific areas that I was so psyched for, and he did an amazing, perfect job. He did exactly what I was asking him. I didn't really say too much. I was just like, do what you normally do, but I would like this one specific highlight just a little bit lighter. And he did it to perfection, and I'm seeing this thing. I'm going to take it home with me when we leave on Monday. I'm so freaking excited. It's basically the quintessential Mosu Goji. We have the KOC.
Oh, wow.
Wait, so David's there with you? David's there with you? How did he get?
Oh, yeah.
How did he get there? What?
He teleported. Futurion's technology. He just didn't teleport in front of Godzilla, thank God. So But this,
wow.
The camera doesn't do this justice, obviously, but you can see already in what David did with the folds and the accent pieces in the muscles and all that, the darker tones for the contours. And then you have my favorite part. Oh, sorry, the marble. We have the spines here, the dorsal plates. Now I asked him, because I saw his version. I was like, I love what you did, but I was like, I always like my spines a little more of that lighter bone white. So I was like, can you brighten them up a little bit? Because I just wanted just a little bit. But he did a perfect job and
beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm so happy that you're stoked.
David's a master at his work.
It's absolutely incredible, and thank you, David, so much. It's a work of art.
Please be careful.
I freaking love it.
Please be careful.
Please be careful.
I got it. Yeah. But basically, why I'm here, right? It's supposed to be usually for the collector's moment, right? Which we do. But I'm doing a little bit of a different thing here because we've been doing the collector's moment for a while, and it's great, and we love doing it. But we were thinking maybe we should change it up because it's a new year, 5th anniversary, right, of the show. So maybe we should try something different. But I was thinking, to get you guys, the viewers, of course, and members from our group to get more involved, rather than just showing posts randomly of things that we love, why not get you more involved in the hot topics we're talking about during the show? So we're going to be devising for each unique show different ways based on the topic to get you guys involved. And look out for a pinned post before each monthly show. It's probably going to be a week or two before, where you guys can chime in. And based on the topic in hand, it will be a different scenario. We'll explain it. But we're going to try to get you guys involved a little more in what we're actually talking about here on camera. And just stay tuned because we're really excited about it. I know I'm really excited about it, just to change it up a little bit. And of course, you can always come back to the collector moment. It's already hard lined in, it's already formatted, and we always love doing it. But figure, why not switch it up for a little bit? So that's what we're kind of planning.
I love that. I love that. And we've always been talking amongst ourselves and with you guys about involving our viewers and our members more. And I think this is a really great way to start that because, and I don't see why we can't do more like coffee chats and, Jonathan and I were just, spouting off ideas today while we were having breakfast. We're listening to Ifukube music as we're having breakfast. I'm like, how about breakfast with Ifukube or coffee with Ifukube? We can talk about the music while we have coffee, like we're just, throwing ideas out there. And we really want to have all of you guys participate in that too, because the reason that we're here is because you guys are stuck with us for 5 years. And, we wouldn't be doing what we do without you guys. So we want to involve you more, and we want to do more fun stuff that hopefully more people will want to join us too. So,
yes, absolutely. I agree. Right. Here.
Here. All right. So thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, everybody here. We are going to go ahead and close out the show. Before we literally leave you, I want to make sure to say that on February 1st, I think our normal stream time, right, Leslie?
Yes.
3 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
We have our next Black Collectors celebration.
Woohoo!
Spearheaded by Mr. Leslie Chambers. And you want to say who's going to be on that, or keep it a secret?
Oh, I can let everybody know. The boys are back in town. Myself, the troublemaker. Of course, you got John Ruffin, the professor. You got Donald Gully from the Sci-Fi Society, or Sci-Fi Nerds, excuse me. You got Adrian Settle and Jordan Ordano from Monster with Attitude. Nice. We got Marcellus Winters, and coming back after a couple of years, we got James Hale, also known as Diego Doom. Absolutely fantastic. So it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great show.
I love James's voice. James should be a game show host. I love his voice.
Yeah, so we look forward to giving you a great show on the first day of Black History Month here on Collect All Monsters, part 5 of the African American collector stream. I got 5 on it. That's a rap song if you don't know the reference, but we hope to see you there. Expect for some great, awesome moments. If you saw our last shows, this one should be even more fun, and I can't wait.
Forward to
All right. And don't forget, we have another regular episode of Collectible Monsters happening on February 15th at the same Collectible Monsters time as usual.
The 50th anniversary of Terror of Mecha Godzilla. Jonathan.
And for that stream, we'll have I'll have experienced Wonder Festival again, so I'll stuff to talk about, and it's going to be another great episode. I'm really psyched and stoked to have everybody join us for that as well. I'm going to go ahead and do the whole big spiel to close out our episode. You guys ready? Because until next time, our planet may be doomed, our Earth devastated, the monsters are in revolt, and civilization is in chaos. We must unite and collect all monsters. See you guys.